problem at all. I live in Amsterdam in the Netherlands. I have lived in many places in the world and traveled a lot. I've been to Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur a couple of times as well, and enjoyed it a lot, especially the food. It was fantastic. Bought some cheap watches on the market there, as every tourist does, which stopped working when I was home, as always, as you know, when you buy them. But it was a lot of fun. About 12 years ago, I first got introduced into the Laravel community. I myself, I am not a developer. I'm a business developer. And I was approached by the organizers of Laracon EU, which is the European Laravel event, obviously, with the request if I could help them set up partnerships and find companies that would be willing to sponsor Laracon. So 12 years ago, I started doing this. Till this day, I'm still one of the 4 organizers of Laracon EU. Together with Taylor Otwell, the creator of Laravel, as you all know. Since those last 12 years, I've been involved in many things around Laravel, one of which is the certification for Laravel, which I have been involved in for 3 years. And then at one point, I told the old owners, I don't like the quality of the program. I think we should change. How can we change? And they told me, well, actually, we don't want to do this anymore. We would be interested either to sell it or to stop it. So I told them, well, if that's the case, I would love to take over, which happened last August 2024. It used to be a commercial company. And what I've turned it into is a community-driven open source certification program. And what we've done over the last year is completely redesign the entire certification program, meaning back in the day, there was only 1 level of exam. Now we have 3 levels. We have a student level, we have a junior level, and we have a senior level. But because I'm not a developer myself, in those 11 years, I've obviously learned a few things about Laravel, but I would not call myself a real developer. The last time I actually developed was on a Commodore 64 in BASIC. So now you know how long ago that was.
But I was still a little boy.
Yeah, exactly. So was I. But what I've done, one of the first things I've done when I took over the certification program is I've created a board of directors and an exam committee. And both the board of directors as well as the exam committee consists of senior level Laravel developers, Laravel community members, help me make sure that what we're doing with the certification for Laravel program is in the benefit of the community. Meaning that, for example, if you talk about questions in the exams, all those questions are made by the community. We've built an app questions, if they're correct, if they're not biased, if they're Laravel 12 at the moment, obviously. And if 2 committee members agree that it's a good question, then and only then will a question be admitted into the exam question pool. When we took over a year ago, there were 60 questions in the exam question pool. Since we took over and we've changed everything and updated everything, at the moment we have over 1,000 exam questions in the question bank. So this ensures that whenever and whoever takes the exam, nobody will ever have the same exam and the same answers. So it's equally as difficult for everyone that is taking the exam. My board of advisors, for example, just to give you a few examples of people that are in the board, For example, Ash Allen, if you're involved in Laravel, you know who that is. He's written many books about Laravel. We have Steve McDougall, who is the king of API in the Laravel community. We have Wendell Adriel, who is in our exam committee. We have the organizer of Laracon India, Vishal Rajpurohit from VitoCloud, who is in the board. So there's lots of people there who are also Laravel, official Laravel partners that are serving on my board and on my exam committee. The reason why is to ensure that the questions, the tests that we have, they match and mimic the day-to-day use of Laravel as close as possible. Because if you're a student, the student level exam that we have, for example, really focuses on the basics, on the theoretical basics of Laravel. That is something that anyone, if you put your mind to it, can learn. If you progress in your career, the junior level, for example, requires 1 to 2 years of practical coding experience, and the senior exam requires 3 to 5 years of practical coding experience. Because those questions, the way we ask them is present you with a code snippet. You have to read the code and then answer a question about the code. So as you progress, the senior exam will be much more difficult, obviously, than a student level exam. Just to give you an idea of the exam, you have 60 minutes, 1 hour to complete the exam. It's 45 questions that you need to answer, and 75% of your questions need to be correct to pass. If you don't pass, no panic. There's a free retake. You can retake the exam and try again. We want to ensure that people are well prepared and that they actually understand the basics of Laravel across the board.
When you said retake just now, is there like a time period or expiry before they can, if it takes too long, they cannot retake or something like that?
If you take more than an hour, the system will automatically shut off and send your wherever you are, will send over those results automatically. It's a fully automated system, so there's no. If you buy an exam voucher, whether it's through us or through Taming Tech, you will get a login code, and you can take the exam whenever you want. 365 days a year, 24 hours a day, you can log in and do the exam.
How about when you failed and you need to retake?
Then we'll send you another login code, a new login code, and a new
Is there okay? Is there like an expiry for me to retake? I mean, it's only valid. The retake is only valid for the next 1 month or 6 months, or something like that.
Yeah, we on the website we say you have to retake within 1 month. But to be honest, we're not too strict about it. You know, if you need 2 months, that's fine, because a month is, especially if you're also working and life it also takes time. So yeah, but the normal voucher, if you buy an exam voucher with us, it has a validity of 12 months. So within 12 months you can take the exam. So no rush. But the retake, it's best because then the knowledge is still fresh as well, to do it relatively quickly after that you failed.
We have a question here. How many times can you retake?
Once.
1 time only.
Yes,
so meaning,
and then you have to, because if you've had 2 attempts and you did not pass, you either are the level that you're taking is too high. So if you've taken the senior exam, maybe you should try the junior exam first, or the student exam. If you fail twice, then you have to rebuy a new exam voucher.
Tell us a bit, I mean, like all this online exam and certification process, right? There's a bit of normally there would be some proctoring process. Is there something like that with this certification? How does that work?
Besides getting the login link, you also get a link for our proctoring tool. which our proctoring tool, when you click the link, you first have to identify yourself. So you have to make a picture of your ID, of your passport, or whatever you have available. Then your camera needs to be on. The sound of your computer needs to be on. You cannot leave the exam tab, so you have to close any other windows that you have. And if you leave your tab, you can do this twice. If you do that more than twice, you will be the exam will automatically be finished. So there is a recording made of the entire exam, and that's why if you take the exam in the login link, you will see that it will take 36 hours for us to review your results, because the team who does the proctoring, they review the recording to see if there's no possibilities of cheating or fraud or whatever you want to call it. So there's quite a heavy proctoring going on. So no ability to use AI, because if we see your mobile phone in the screen, you're going to get flagged. If we see, and the system does this on the back end, this year we've done 700 exams.
Oh, wow.
And the AI has learned, so they know how long a certain question should take.
It's amazing to hear that 700 candidates or 700 participants attempted their exams. But you mind sharing with us, like, what's the passing rate so far? Because we are all nervous about this.
66%.
Uh,
66%.
66%. All right. Okay.
Yeah, I know this because my marketing team asked, "Can you give us a certification for Laravel Wrapped? Can you tell us how many exams, how many passed the exam?" And that percentage is across all 3 levels. And what we see is that the senior level exam is the most sold or the most taken exam.
Yeah.
The pass rate there is around and about 75%. Between 75 and 80. It's the students where the fail rate is the highest.
Okay.
Because how, and these are real students. We have a deal here with in the Netherlands with 38 vocational schools. In total 9,000 students who we are offering the student level exam as part of their studies. So they do I think it's a 9-week stint or education of PHP and Laravel. And after those 9 weeks, they are offered to do the student level certification exam. And as you know, with students, some pay attention and study and some don't. So the ones that don't, they don't pass the exam. That's how it goes. Yeah.
Just to give, I think just now we talked a little bit about proctoring, and just so that the audience know what some may not be familiar with, like online exam and how things are done. Proctoring is a process where they try to with software and with technology, they try to avoid you from cheating. So it's so for simpler terms. So there are some processes where you need to turn on your mic, your webcam, and you have to always be in front of the computer and stuff like that. So those are being monitored during the exam. So I guess if you do want to take this exam, you really have to allocate dedicated time to sit and really do the exam. Just to make sure that people understand.
You have to take it serious. You have to take it seriously, as with any exam. What we obviously are, as the certification for Laravel, what we are safeguarding is that, and that's the whole idea about getting a certification. You want it to have value in the market, and you can only create value to a certification if the quality is top notch, if employers or people that are doing the projects, if they feel that if somebody is taking the certification as passed, then they actually know something. And you have to make sure that people cannot cheat, so that the playing field is leveled out, so that when people pass, they've really passed this exam and not ask their brother or to take the test or to cheat with AI. And I think this is a very important thing. If you look at why would you take a certification test? What's the benefit? You know, I'm sure you wanted to talk about this as well. I had a conference last week with 200 teachers who teach software development, and what they see, especially with the rise of AI, that it's very difficult for junior level developers to find a traineeship or a first job. It's becoming increasingly more important because what is being asked in interviews and by companies is, show me your GitHub, show me your repo, how many projects have you done already? And if you're young and you're learning, you don't have that. You know, you've got to start somewhere. So what these teachers told me, and what I'm hearing from companies, is that the next best thing to having lots of projects and having experience is being able to showcase and prove with verifiable credentials that you understand Laravel, that you have done the certification exam, and that you've passed. Because that is for companies, but also for potential employers, is a sign that you understand the basics of what Laravel is all about, how it works, and how you should use it. That being said, and even Taylor Otwell himself said it, I think a year ago, the best way to become the best developer you can be is by shipping product, building stuff, and just getting your hands on the keyboard and create beautiful things. And if you fail, you try again, and that's how you learn. But in combination with a degree, with a training, and with the certification, it helps you secure a better job, a project, but perhaps also slightly better pay than somebody who doesn't have a certification or a training.
All right. Okay, we have a question here. I think maybe you missed that one, but just to clarify about the format of the exam, is it multiple choice or do they have to write any codes?
No. The 3 exams that we are discussing now is multiple choice.
Multiple
So
choice.
4 answers, 1 is correct, 3 are wrong. And it's code snippet based. So you get a piece of code, you have to read it and then answer the question about that question, about that piece of code. Yeah, multiple choice. Now, in Q1, so next year, we are going to add 1 more exam, a top tier exam called the Artisan level exam. Wow. And that's going to be 100% coding challenges.
Oh, 100% coding challenges. So meaning like
Yes.
something like they are given a challenge and they have to write code for it?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
How do you score for that? How do you, how do you evaluate the answers for something like that?
Well, there's a right way and there's a wrong way of writing things or approaching things. And in code development, there's usually there is a bit of a gray area where there's sometimes a different way to solving a puzzle. But our developer relations manager and our exam committee, they will be reviewing those code snippets, and obviously we will create correct answers for them to how do you say, to measure the correctness of the answer. Yeah, but it's all small code snippets. It's not a big project. It's like write code. We had an example, for example, build a login and a login screen.
Oh, okay.
You know,
So, when something like that, I mean, for multiple choice, there's only like one right answer, and checking the answers can be automated. And next to that is just about the proctoring result, right?
Yeah.
But for the artisan, is it going to be evaluated manually? Oh, all right.
50-50. 50% AI will do a first screening on the basis of what we've yeah, exactly. And then there's a human factor in there as well to review
Oh, wow.
the code-based challenges as well. Yeah, and for the, let's say, the multiple choice exams, the moment you finish the exam and you click finish, you will see the result in your screen straight away. You will see if you've passed or if you've failed. If you've passed, we have just got to reaffirm after reviewing the proctoring if it was a fair pass, so to say.
Okay.
But you will know immediately whether you've passed or failed. If you've passed and we've had a look at the proctoring and it's all good, then what you will receive as a certified developer is a certificate, obviously, a PDF that you can print out, frame, hang in the office, hang in your bedroom, wherever you want to hang it. You will also get online credentials, meaning that you will get a JSON file that you can share. You will get a link, a web link with your credentials that you can share with anyone. You will get a badge that you can put on or add to your LinkedIn profile, for example, so that you can showcase your certification, and that will all be received via email after you've passed.
Somebody's asking about the proctoring process again just now. Is there somewhere they can learn more or read about it, or is it after they bought the voucher?
Yeah, it's a very simple process. It's a step-by-step process that the proctoring software will guide you through, and they will say, okay, step 1, make sure your internet connection is relatively stable. Step 2, turn on your camera, or the system will turn on the camera and will ask you for permission. You will obviously say, yes, I allow this. The sound, the same. And then the system will tell you, yeah, it's all good. We're good to go. Then he will ask you to put your ID in front of the camera so that we can make a picture of the ID. And once those steps are done and it's all good, then you can click on the login link and go and enter into the exam.
Does the candidate needs to be in an empty room?
Preferably, at least a room where there's no human voices. Let's put it that way. Because the AI behind this system, if there's lots of people around you talking, then it might be perceived by the software as it's best.
Okay.
If you take an exam, any exam, you want to be able to concentrate and not be distracted, and that's the same with this. Find a quiet place for an hour and
so
focus.
really prepare for this. It's either you have a really good office space, your own personal bedroom, or maybe get a room that you can rent from the library or something like that.
Exactly. Yeah. It's just an hour,
I think every now and then maybe I can organize some and have people come to my place and do the exams here, because we have like a training room and stuff here.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. I do have a little bit of questions about things. Okay. There's this questions that's been coming up. It's about the relationship between certification for Laravel and also Laravel itself. So can we know how things work with the certification and Laravel itself?
Yeah, I have a very good relationship with Laravel. I work together with Taylor. I've got him on WhatsApp. I can approach him whenever he wants. The previous owners, like I mentioned, they've made a complete mess of the certification program a couple of years ago. So in 2023, Taylor said, listen, the quality is not good enough. I cannot attach my name to this, so I am withdrawing my endorsement. I've spoken to him about this about 6 months ago, and he said, I'm not ready yet. I see what you're doing. I love what you're doing. The community, the open source character of certification is really good, but we want to, as Laravel, they want to focus on Laravel products and on Laravel. Certification for them, it will never be Laravel owned because they don't want to manage it. Same with Laracast, same with Laravel News. It's all ecosystem companies that are not owned by Laravel, and that's how certification for Laravel is perceived as well. The good news is that very recently, last week, I've signed a partnership agreement with a company called certificates.dev,
Mhm.
which is the largest certification company when it comes to front-end technology. So they have the official Vue certification, they have the official Nuxt certification, they have React certification, JavaScript certification, and we are going to transfer our certification, to the Laravel certification, to their platform in Q2 of 2026. And together with them, we are going to develop the artisan level exam that I've just mentioned on
Oh,
their platform. And why? Because A, they have 600,000 developers as clients. So the market for us is expanding. We are able to offer people that do the Laravel exam. We can now also offer them to do a React or a Vue, a front-end certification, all in the same system. They have built their own software, and what they have as well is they have a dashboard. So if you buy a certification exam, you get your own dashboard. You can see which other certifications you have. It's all in one place. And we are able to offer a little bit more of, let's say, self-study material in that environment as well. So at the moment, what we have on our website is an overview of all the topics that you have to know to take the exam, with direct links to the Laravel documentation. We want to go one step further and say, okay, for the junior exam, these are the topics that you need to know. These are the links. Think about this, give examples, give it a bit more self-study possibilities than we currently have. Um, so a lot more possibilities will open up for the certification for Laravel to provide even better service than we are doing now. And also, I am going to be managing certification for Laravel on the certificates.dev platform. It will stay the same. I will still be the owner, but I will also become, or I am, the director of developer growth and partnerships for the entire group. So I will
mm,
be offering all the certifications and the possibility to partner with us for all the certifications in one go. So perhaps something we should discuss later in the next year, Isidin,
mhm.
to
Yeah.
expand the portfolio of certifications that Taming Tech can train on and can offer a
Mhm.
certification for. So yeah, exciting stuff. All in all, the fact that we are now teaming up with certificates.dev and they have the official Vue with Evan Yu, the official Vue
Mm.
certification and the official Nuxt certification. I think that Laravel will have a look and see and say, okay, this is interesting. They have the official stuff from Vue. Maybe we should give them back their stamp of approval, so to say, and make it official as well. Because I know that Taylor knows Evan Yu very well.
Mhm.
Uh, Evan was a speaker at the time as well. So I have a picture here where they're all together as buddies and friends. So yeah, we're moving in the right direction. But the most important thing I think is that in a year time, the community, since we are open source now, the community has completely embraced certification for Laravel again as the official community Laravel certification program.
Oh, right. Yeah.
I think
I think
that's yeah.
the move towards certifications.dev is really interesting. I can see that in case somebody missed what Jasper said just now, later on, maybe next year, you said that you just signed up with certification.dev, and among others, certification.dev already offered NUX certification, Vue.js certification, and those are like official NUX and Vue.js. And if somebody missed the part where he said even you is involved in the certification, the Vue.js certification, even you is the creator of the Vue.js himself, which he has his certification for Vue.js. If you want to be a certified Vue.js developer, it will be on certifications.dev, was it? Yeah, and it's going to be official. So Laravel certification is also moving towards on that platform. So I think that is an interesting development. That'll be really, really
Absolutely.
interesting.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, and yeah, absolutely. There's good things on the horizon, so to say.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about, okay, we have this the developer certification and what you've built that's different from the previous Laravel certification is that there's also certified Laravel company. So maybe you can tell us about how that works. I think that is interesting, but I'd like to hear your take on it. Why did you start that and how it works and stuff like that?
Yeah, the idea behind a company certification is that if you're a company, a software company, and you employ developers, we think it's important that people continue to learn. Even though they're no students anymore, they work, but you have to make sure that your knowledge of Laravel is up to date. So we want to stimulate companies to have their developers certified for Laravel. If they do this, then we want to give them exposure. Yeah, we want to showcase, hey, look, this is a company where they not only say they can do Laravel, but they can prove it because they have Laravel certified developers employed. So companies that have a certified Laravel developer in their ranks, and it doesn't matter whether it's a student, junior, or a senior level, we give them an opportunity to create a company profile on the company certification platform where they can showcase who they are, their projects, if they have job openings. They can showcase, well, all their contact details are on there. They will get a badge that they can put on their website that they're a certified company. And we have two models. We have the free model, which you can put your company on the platform for free, as long as you have a certified developer. That's the only prerequisite. And we have a paid feature for companies that are not only certified, that have certified developers, but they will also receive social media exposure. So we will promote them on social media, on the LinkedIn company page. We will put them in our monthly newsletter. They will get discounts on any future purchases of certification exams by 50%. They will get recruitment tests that will help assess
Ah,
hiring almost for free. So there's a lot of benefits to the paid model as well. The paid certification is it depends on where you are in the world because we have economic pricing. For example, in Malaysia, the prices are a little bit lower than they are in Western Europe
yeah,
because
I
the
wanted to
economic
get into
circumstances.
that.
Yeah. So, for example, a company in Malaysia, it will cost $199 to
Mhm,
become a certified company with all the benefits. But you can also opt for the free
mhm,
company certification, just the profile online,
mhm.
as long as you have a certified company. Yeah, it's
All
all
right.
about giving companies who train their staff, who certify their staff, giving them a platform to showcase their expertise.
Yeah, just now you said about the certified companies, right? And we want to reward those companies who upskill their staff and stuff and things like that.
Yeah.
But what about companies that just, I want to be a certified Laravel company and I can just hire one and get listed on the platform? Would that work as well?
Obviously, they need to, if you create your profile,
Hmm.
you need to add the certified developer to your profile. And we
Hmm.
need to approve it. So we are going to check if that person is actually certified. If that person is not known to us as being certified, you will receive an email. Can you please show me and prove to
Clarify.
me that you are, because we've taken over the certification program.
Huh?
People that have been certified in 2018 and 2019, I don't have their details.
Oh.
So if they say, hey, I'm from 2019, then please show me your certificate
Mhm.
before I can acknowledge you as,
Mhm.
as being a certified developer.
So I would assume that I think it's interesting that when I went to the website earlier this year and found out about how Laravel's certification for Laravel has changed, and now you have certified Laravel companies. Um, what I find interesting is that when you have certified Laravel companies and you have certified developers, it kind of like make this creates this circular economy thingy where um, companies will want to hire Laravel developers because they want to be listed as Laravel companies. And
Yeah.
developers who want to be certified because there are companies looking to hire because they want to be listed on the company website again. So I do find that interesting though. And
Yeah,
I think it's a really good move.
we'll go one step further next year.
Mhm.
We're
Oh,
currently
wow.
building and this is all done by the community, by
Mhm.
developers in the community who do this free of charge.
Mhm.
We're building a certified developer platform,
Uh-huh.
meaning what we are doing for the companies, we're also going to be doing for developers. So if you are a certified developer
Mhm.
on the platform, you can create your own profile, you can showcase yourself, you can not only the Laravel certification, but you can showcase any certification that you have.
Mhm.
It's for free. You can create your profile for free as long as you have a certification, and it can be AWS, it can be Microsoft, it can be Laravel, obviously, but can any certification. Create a profile. Let people know if you are available for work, whether that's hybrid, remote, or in the office. What your
Mhm.
hourly fee will be, or what you're asking. You can showcase projects. People can contact you, and we're going to offer this to certified developers free of charge to be
Mhm.
on that platform. We are also going to be asking companies that we know in our community, do you have open jobs? Do you have
Mhm.
traineeships? If you
Mhm.
have traineeships, you can post them on the platform free of charge because we want to stimulate developers coming up from and being able to get experience. Regular job openings will ask a fee for the company to place regular job openings, but we're going to be far below what the market normally would charge because we want as many jobs on the platform as possible. And then the third one is that companies can get access to this database of certified developers, but they
Mhm.
are the ones that are going to pay for it. Because if you want access to available certified developers, trying to hire them, then
Mhm.
you obviously need to pay a fee. And as
Mhm.
a developer, you can protect yourself and not being contacted by all these recruiters and all these companies
Mhm.
by toggling. We are going to create a toggle where you can say I'm not available, and then your contact details will not be visible.
Mhm.
So yeah, that's going to happen. They're building it now in Laravel, obviously, Laravel and
Mhm.
Filament, uh, hosted on Savala. We tried Laravel Cloud, but it was a little bit too expensive for what we were doing. So we're hosting it on Savala, and it should be ready by the end of February.
Mhm.
February we'll be launching it worldwide.
Yeah, I think this is really interesting because one of the main reason why developers go for certification is also to provide proof that they are capable for the work. But by the end of the day, it's about finding jobs and
Of course. Yeah.
getting hired. So
Yeah.
this one of the things that Malaysian developers would love to be is hired and work remotely, and I guess this would open up that possibility for them.
Yeah. Yeah. This is not obviously there's plenty of other channels but
Mm.
who do this as well, where you can create a profile as a freelancer and look for jobs. But we are
Mhm.
focusing on certified developers.
Mhm.
So when you go to this platform, there's already a quality level of
Mhm.
developer there, and someone that has passed one, perhaps multiple certification exams in different technologies. And you can find if you're a recruiter or you want to find someone, you're looking for someone these days that doesn't have just one technology in a stack. You want more. You want somebody who knows PHP, Laravel, React, Livewire, whatever, and put it in, and now you can search exactly the perfect person.
Okay. Can we go back to the parity pricing again, the economic pricing again, just so that people really understand what it is?
Yeah, parity pricing. The world is a big place. Not everybody lives in the same economic circumstances. Whereas, for example, the US and Western Europe, where I am, um, yeah, is relatively rich, meaning their spending power is much higher than, for example, in Africa, in Asia, Philippines, but also in India, for example. So what we've done is we've made an analysis of all the countries in the world, and we've you are either in a tier one, a tier two, or a tier three country. And depending on where you are as a country economically, you'll get a discount. For example, Poland or what's another good example of a tier two country? Poland, for example, is one, but also Brazil is one. They get 25% discount on all the prices that we advertise on the website. For a tier three country, which is India, Philippines, Bangladesh, lots of African countries, but also Malaysia, there's a 50%
Oh,
parity pricing discount. Because yes, we need to make money because otherwise we cannot host everything and keep everybody working. But we want to make sure that everyone around the world, doesn't matter where you live, is able to take a certification exam. Because the reason why you are certified as a Laravel developer can never be because you have no money. It's because you don't possess the knowledge. That's the reason why you don't have a certification, but never because you can't afford it. You know, that's not the community spirit. So hence the reason for us to have parity pricing. And if you want to have parity pricing, simple, there's a link on the website. You can request it. We will send you, we will check if you're really from that, from the country in question, and then you'll receive a discount code that you can use upon checkout. Yeah.
Actually, I think because we Tapping Tech, I myself is what you consider an education partner. We also have that rights to give out people the link for the parity pricing. I do have like a poster slides here later, but maybe I can show that later, where we have a form for those who are interested to get certified. Give us some details about yourself, and we'll do a bit of a evaluation, and we can also give you that link. That would work as well, right, Jasper?
Yeah, absolutely. And as you may or may not have seen, well, one of the things that we've also done last year when we took over is, which did not exist,
Hmm.
is practice exams.
Ah,
So before you take the real exam, you obviously want to practice first. So we've created practice exams for every level.
mhm.
And normally, again, they're for sale on the website. But I'm more than happy to have the students from Taming Tech to offer the practice exam free of charge. Together with if they buy an exam voucher through you, then we'll provide them with a practice exam as well.
Awesome. I didn't know about this one before. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Yeah, you want to practice before you take the real thing.
Right.
Build up the
I think
confidence,
I
but also,
myself want to practice because
yeah, no problem.
I think I can do the student, it's easy, and I can do the junior, no problem. But when it comes to the senior, I think I still.
Yeah, we also put on the website, if you go to the developer,
Mhm.
there's the practice exams, but next to the
What I did.
questions for each, yeah, just to test which level am I? Am I a junior? Am I senior? Or so those are for free. You can
Mhm.
click on it and then you can do the 10 test questions. We put that online, I think about 4 months ago, and I checked it yesterday. 3,977 people did the free test questions already.
I encourage everybody to try and do that. Do the students, do the junior, do the senior, and see where you are.
Yeah.
If everything is just too easy, you might as well get a exam voucher and really do the real one.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's another question we very often get. we have three levels: student, junior, senior. And a lot of people ask me, do I have to start on the student level
Mhm.
or can I go straight to senior?
Mhm.
Yes, you can. You don't have to start at student. If you feel that you are already good enough for the junior, start at junior. If you feel you're good enough for the senior exam, go to the senior. The only thing, the only exception is going to be the artisan level exam.
Mhm.
You have to have a senior level certification before you can do the artisan level.
Mhm.
Because the artisan level is going to be, since it's coding challenges and a human has to get involved to correct and review the exam, it's going to be a bit more expensive than the senior level exam that we have now. So we want to make sure that people that start the coding challenge exam, the artisan level exam, have already passed the senior level exam so that they have a chance at least of also passing the artisan exam. So that's
All
going to
right.
be a prerequisite. Yeah.
Okay, I think we've covered quite a lot on the certification for Laravel for tonight. I have a lot of questions, but I didn't even get a chance to ask them because you already covered them all. But let's give some time for the audience if they have any questions that they want to ask. We normally do this in the chat, and I will read them out if there's any questions.
Yeah, translate them for me. My Malaysian is
No
really rusty.
problem. How long were you here for when you said you came to Malaysia some time back?
I've been three times, all times about 10 days. And the
Uh-huh.
first time I was in Malaysia was during the millennium. I celebrated the
Oh,
millennium
nothing, bro.
in Kuala
Y2K?
Lumpur. Nothing happened. Nothing. It was a big
That's
celebration. That's what happened. Yeah, and I traveled up to the mountains into the jungle.
Which
Stayed
one?
in a Yeah, I can't remember, but it was about 2.5 hours drive, and there was a mountain road going all the way up to a hill. And on even hours you can go up, and on
Ah,
uneven hours you can go
Frasers.
down. Yeah. Oh,
Frasers.
Frasers. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
It's a one-way road now. It's
Yes.
they don't have like up and down hours, but it's a
Okay.
one-way road. There's kind of like a circle move road where this one goes up, and one goes down. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's like that now.
Yeah, I stayed in the hotel. I think it's also called Frasers, the hotel or the on the top, middle of
Yeah.
the jungle. Monkeys woke me up the next morning, uh,
There's
and
a
I
lot of
went
hiking
to.
trails up there.
Yeah, I did that, but I completely misread the fact that us Europeans were not used to that humidity and that heat, so I had not enough water with me. So we hitchhiked back halfway to the hotel, and I also went to Pangkor Laut,
Uncle.
beautiful resort that I stayed a few days in as well. Yeah, it's fantastic, fantastic country.
Next time you're here, you have to
Snorkeling,
let me
beautiful
know.
snorkeling. Yeah, yeah, I will. Next trip I'm taking is to India next at the end of January.
Right. Any for any event, Laravel event or something like that?
Yeah, for Laracon, India.
All right, cool.
Yeah,
All right, I
yeah.
guess. Yeah, that was year 2000. That was the first one. When did you come to Malaysia?
Yeah, the first one, 2000. Yeah, and I can't remember the exact dates anymore. But after in the years afterwards, I went back for. Usually, what I do if I have to be somewhere for business, I try and combine it with a few days of additional time to spend and to see the sites and to spend in the country to look around and not just go there, go to a conference and then fly back. It's a waste of time. You want to see something of the country as well and the culture.
Okay, let's wrap this up. I do have what we have here. I'm going to share my screen. So this is a bit of a poster for those who are interested for the certification. You can go to vo.ing/LCMY for Laravel Certification Malaysia. And there's a form there. Just fill up the form and we'll review the form one by one and send you the link on where you can get the certification at parity pricing, meaning in other terms, discounted for Malaysians. So thank you very much for the priority pricing. And a round of applause for Mr. Jasper. Thank you for being with us tonight. But everybody
Thank
else,
you.
stay with us. We still have, like, every webinar that we do. You remember that I have this book that I wrote, right? Where's the book? Oh, okay. It's back in the shelf. So every webinar that we do, apart from the QR hard game that I have, we have the QR code during the webinar, and we also have the QR code embedded and hidden throughout my website, social media, and stuff. And some of the QR code they have to go through a bit of a programming challenge and stuff like that. So, thank you very much, Mr. Jasper. You may stay, or if you have to go, I don't want to keep you. But thank you again. But for everybody else, do stay tuned for we have the lucky draw coming up next. Fazrina, thank you. On to you.
Thank you. Thank you all, and
Okay.
enjoy the rest of your evening, and hope to see you all certified soon.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Jasper. Have a nice day.
Ciao.
Bye.
Bye. You too. Bye.
Okay. Okay, Cikgu Dino ada nak sambung apa-apa ke?
Okey, sedikit sebanyak itulah dia berkenaan certification for Laravel. Jadi kalau yang berminat itu boleh pergi ke vo.ink/lcmy. Saya share lagi sekali lah. Okey. Dan nanti bila saya tengok permohonan anda kan, nanti kita akan balaslah. Okey, itu saja berkenaan kita punya Laravel for certification for Laravel. Jadi seterusnya Fazrina bolehlah teruskan.
Okay. Baik. Kita akan nak tengok sekali lagi ke QR code sebab mungkin ada yang baru masuk.
Boleh,
Saya
boleh.
share sekejap ya. Okey, boleh scan dulu untuk yang baru sahaja bersama dengan kita. Okey, ini QR code kita pada malam ini. Okey, scan terus dapat 10 markah. Kalau scan selepas dapat 5 markah sahaja. Point pun kenapa kena kumpul kan? Okey, boleh scan dulu ya. Sebelum kita putar roda impian kita. Paling tak ramai, so hopefully ada rezeki siapa-siapa ya malam ni. Okey ya, dah ya. Mana yang dah scan? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okey, itu sahaja. Okey, baik. Mari kita putar roda impian kita. Okey, nama yang saya dekat sini lebih kurang 14 orang. Okey, saya bacakan dulu nama ya. Yang tiada dalam senarai, sila komen di ruangan chat supaya saya tahu dan saya boleh masukkan namanya. Okey, pertama Ahmad Zaki bin Abdullah, Amin Ledang, Amar Hafiz, Arif Zaf, Jebat, Miji, Nur Huzaimi Muhammad Nur. Kita ada 2 dah pemenang kat sini sebenarnya ni. Dapat lagi tak tahu nak cakap apa kan. Pak Chu, Raymond King, Syahrizan, Syaiful, Syahrinsat, Witakwi dan Husna. Okey, ada tak nama yang saya tak sebut, yang tu saya tak mention? Ada tak? Tengok Cikgu Dina tu usahanya nak bagi mata lah, nak bagi sepi di mata semua, ya Allah. Semoga beroleh kejayaan dan dapat membantu peserta-peserta. Okey, tak ada ya? Okey, kalau tak ada saya nak putar tau. Okey, tak ada ya? Tak ada ya? Okey, ready semua. Ada Chan ni. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Rezeki siapa pada malam ini? Malam penuh barakah.
Ada yang pernah dapat tak? Kalau yang pernah dapat, tak ada dapat lagi tau.
Syahrizan. Syahrizan ada tak bersama dengan kita? Okey, Syahrizan. Masih bersama tak dengan kita? Sekejap saya tengok dulu. Oh, macam tak ada je Cik Syahrizan ni. Dah tak ada dalam kita punya list participant dah. Okey, kalau saya kena remove dulu, saya akan putar sekali lagi. Ada ke? Ada ke? Cik Syahrizan? Okey, tak apa, tak ada, saya remove. Okey, kita putar sekali lagi, okey? Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Wah, Ariza. Wah, ini. Okey, tu ada masih ada. Tahniah. Okey, Ariza ni kalau untuk pengetahuan semua, dia lah orang yang paling awal sekali datang. Saya tak on lagi, dia dah masuk dah dalam kita punya meeting. So, tahniah rezeki Encik Arizal hari ni. Jika Encik Zaf seperti biasa, boleh WhatsApp admin di nombor yang tertera di kita punya dalam ruangan chatbot ni. Okey, nanti WhatsApp kita untuk kita dapatkan nama penuh, kontak nombor dan juga alamat untuk kita postkan buku ni. Okey. So, itu sahaja daripada kami malam ini. InsyaAllah kita jumpa minggu depan pula. Jangan lupa recap kita setiap hari Isnin. Jadi kita akan recap sepanjang minggu ini. Alhamdulillah 4 webinar sudah pun berlangsung. Dan jangan lupa kepada semua promo-promo kami masih lagi berjalan seperti biasa. Kelas zika, buku, apa lagi, bootcamp, yang boleh sebar-sebarkan link-link yang mana ada tu boleh sebarkan kepada yang berkenaan. Semoga ilmu ini menjadi bermanfaat kepada kita dan niatkan untuk belajar kerana Allah, kerana setiap ilmu yang diberi peluang untuk belajar pasti akan dihisap nanti ya. Okey, so itu saja, mohon maaf daripada saya dan wakil daripada Taming Tech dan juga seluruh kru lah, warga kerja, warga kerja pula kan. Kita jumpa pada minggu depan insya-Allah, kalau tak silap saya pada 20. Ya, kita tengok kita jadual. Okey, next pertemuan kita pada insya-Allah 22. Cik Rina kata nak buat lagi satu kelas, tapi kita tengok dulu macam mana. Kalau tak ada mungkin last lah 23 nanti. Satu lagi sebelum kita tamatkan kita punya PHP and Laravel months. Okey, so
Dia tamat tapi belum tamat tau. Walaupun kita tak ada webinar, kita punya
ah,
QR Hub masih jalan tau.
masih jalan. Tamat tu
Sebab
webinar sahaja.
saya akan masih meletakkan QR code lah. Masih ada QR code yang kita akan tanam untuk dicari. Okey ya.
Okey Okey, baik nanti kita tengok kita punya scoreboard kita siapakah yang berada di tangga tertinggi. Minggu lepas we take we. Mantap lah dia sentiasa bertanding dengan Fikri Zaman. Okey. So, tak ada apa lagi lah insya-Allah. Ada apa-apa soalan ke sebelum tu? Kalau tiada, maka insya-Allah kita tamatkan kita punya sesi pada malam inilah. Okey ya. So, itu sahaja daripada pihak kami. Assalamualaikum dan selamat malam semua. Kita jumpa lagi minggu hadapan insya-Allah. Selamat berhujung minggu. Selamat menyambut bulan Rajab.